Why should I take any money from you? Use that money to go write your English test. Use that money to go pay your TB test. Use that money to apply. Use that money to call the agents. I call the agents. There are some company I even call direct from Namibia.
Come and fly away with me. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away.
Hello beautiful people, how you all doing? Welcome back to my channel, you guys. If you are new to my channel, my name is the Traveler Queen, a Namibian YouTuber who recently migrated to United Kingdom. If you are the subscriber, welcome back, sweetheart. Welcome back. You are the reason I'm keep going. Alright. Okay, you guys, this is unusual to my channel. I know, I know. You don't used to see me sit down, do the sit down video, but I decided to get out of my comfort zone so that I can do a sit down video for you, because you guys, I have a lot of DM on my IG. Like my IG DM is so full for people who ask me just one question after the other, and I decided that I cannot manage to answer everyone one by one like individual. I just decided to do a video that everyone can watch and get the answer to their question. All right, so you guys, I have a note here down. If you saw me sit down, no.
God have mercy upon us.
If you see me look down, just know that I don't want to miss any step of this. Okay, this video I created specifically for those who want to become senior carer or healthcare assistants in the UK. How to become a healthcare assistant or how to become a senior carer in the UK. Let's start with a senior carer. If you want to become a senior carer in the UK, you should have a nursing background. If you are talking about nursing background, you should be enrolled nurse back in your country. Like you should have, and you should be in the hospital, you should be know what is nursing all about. You should be training to be a nurse, like 2 years course, that is enrolled nurse. All right, so back in my country, I don't know about other country, you guys, but I talk about back in my country, Namibia, we have enrolled nurse. So if you want to come to the UK as a senior carer, you should have an enrolled nurse certificate, because you know what is nursing. That is mean you know you have a nursing background. And if you want to come as a healthcare assistant, you should have at least auxiliary nursing or a short course for healthcare assistants. In Namibia, we have a lot of institute that offering short course for healthcare assistance or auxiliary nursing, which is 1 year. Even in my school where I graduate, they have 1 year program for auxiliary nursing. And also other institute, like other institutes in my country, they are also offering auxiliary nursing. And we have a lot of the institute that offer short course for healthcare assistance, 3 months, 6 months. Okay, then from there, if you want to become a healthcare assistant again, then after you complete your short course, you should approach the hospital, old age home, and the other place just to gain experience. All right, I'm not talking about the senior care for enrolled nurse, because the practical you do in the hospital, they are already enough. You even if you work in the hospital as an enrolled nurse, that is a bonus for them. But the practical you go through while you are standing, like clinical placement, that is enough experience. Because most of the company, if you are a senior carer, they ask you to have like 6 months to 1 year experience, or 1 year to 2 years experience. But if you are a healthcare assistant, they ask you to have 3 months to 6 month experience. Did you get the difference? For senior carer, they need more, because they know that you have been exposed yourself to nursing. But for healthcare assistants, they know that you only do the basic, so you should have like a basic on how to take care of the elderly or how to take care of the patient. All right. Okay, then from there, after you have all your qualification, the next thing you have to do, you should have your CV. Make sure you do your CV in UK format, not just any CV. Let me prank you on the CV. When you do the CV, if you are a senior carer, let me say your CV should just focusing on senior carer. You do not include irrelevant thing like you graduate, you have this profession, now you graduate here and there. No. If you are applying for senior carer, just know that your CV must focus on senior carer. Everything in CV, your personal statement and all that, just focus on senior carer until at the end where you write the school where you attend. There must no other qualification or other institute. There must just only the institute where you attend your certificate for enrolled nurse to say like as a senior carer. You get my point? And if you do your CV as a senior carer, as an enrolled nurse, if you do your CV, don't say senior carer in your CV. Just write as like you are enrolled nurse, right? I do my CV just as enrolled nurse, but it's for senior carer. They know already. If you say you are enrolled nurse, they know that you are a senior. You can come as a senior carer. But for healthcare assistance, you should also do your CV focusing on on healthcare assistance only. Don't include other irrelevant things in your CV, like no, you graduate your computer, you graduate office administration. No, that must not be in your CV. Let your CV focus only on the healthcare assistance. That's it. Okay. And if like just your CV, and for your healthcare assistance, your CV must just be healthcare assistance, because that is the only experience you have. Unlike to enrolled nurse who want to become a senior carer in the UK, your CV must just focus on enrolled nurse. You are enrolled nurse, you are a graduate enrolled nurse, that's it. You are a senior, a healthcare assistant, you are graduate as a senior, what is a healthcare assistant, that's it. All right, you graduate as a senior healthcare assistant, that's it. Okay. So then after you complete all those one, you have your certificate, you have your CV, then you have to put that on a side. Now we want all the requirement in place. Requirement number one, certificate like diploma or certificate of enrolledness or certificate of healthcare assistance. The requirement number two, we should have our CV in UK format. Requirement number three, we should have the IELTS UKVI. The requirement number four, we should have TB test done. Requirement number five, police clearance done. Okay, now let's go deep. Let's start with IELTS. For you have to have IELTS with a band score of 5 above. Most of the employer, they require you to have 5 band above. In Namibia, we have IELTS, but we only have academic one for registered nurse or for those who want to go study abroad. All right, but for healthcare assistants and senior carer, you have to write IELTS UKVI, which is written in South Africa. Okay, you have to go write the test in South Africa, and they have your IELTS academic and IELTS general. IELTS general is only if you want to come just for work only, while IELTS academic if you want to come work and study at the same time. I personally go to IELTS academic because I want to study further. That's why when I went to write my IELTS, I did not just target to get the 5 band. I target to get more than that, so that when I'm going to approach the institute or college or university here, they will not reject my application, because most of the institute, they require you to have like band 6, 6.5 to 7. So I target to get more than band 5, so that I won't have problem in future. If you don't want to go study further, that's okay for you. You can just go for general. Then you can score band 5.5 bands. All right. And you guys, the second things again, you need to have your TB test. Your TB test, you can do it here in Namibia. And in Namibia, we only have one branch, which is in Windhoek, Crane Windhoek, IOM in Windhoek. And you also have to do your police clearance fingerprint. All right, just for them to verify. Like, to prove them that you don't have a background criminal record. All right. Okay, so now let's go back to the cost. Let's start with the health. Let's start with IELT. IELT, you have to go write it in South Africa. It costs 4,900 Namibian dollar. So, and let me say, don't just budget that. You should roughly budget 10,000, because you have to book yourself for the TB, for the test, which is 4,900. You have to have a transport to go to South Africa. Yet you have to have fees for accommodation, as well as the money to feed yourself. When I go to South Africa, I did not go on air. I decided to use a road, because I will not have like enough money, so I decided to use road. I go with a minibus, which cost me 700 Namibian dollar to go, and 700 Namibian dollar to come back, which is together 1,400 plus accommodation. I cannot go to an accommodation, because when I go to South Africa, I have my big brother he is in South Africa, and he hosted me. Shout out to you, my brother. Thank you so much for this. You make this possible, because if it was not for you, I could pay for accommodation. Yeah, but if you don't have anyone in South Africa to host you or to accommodate you, you can book for a hostel or Airbnb or a hotel. It depends where you want to go, or it depends how much you have in your pocket. Do you get my point? So then you also include the transport you are going to use when you're going to walk walk around in Cape Town in South Africa. I say Cape Town because it's where I went to write my test, but you can go to Johannesburg, you can go to Pretoria. It depends. And when I go to South Africa to go write my IELT, obviously always there's two options. There's computer based and there's paper based. The computer based, I think, is the I like I think the computer based is convenience one. For a person who you are a fast typer, you can go to a computer based. It's also convenient because their result just taking 4 to 5 days, then they come. But for paper based, it take, I think, 9 working days or something like that. I don't remember well. So yeah, that is what is it. You can go to South Africa, to Cape Town, Johannesburg, or Pretoria. Then yeah, when you register yourself for IELT again, this is another most of the question I get on my DM. You don't call anyone. I don't have a contact for UKVI to register your IELT. You go on Google, you search IELT UKVI, how to book. You book online. Once you book online, if they verify it, you pay. Once you pay, they will send you the feedback on when are you going to write, according to the date you choose, obviously, when you're going to write and the way you are going to take your test. All right. Okay, I think we are done about IELT. Then the second thing is TB test. TB test is taken in Namibia. The IOM center is in Windhoek, Crane Windhoek. And that, I think, that is the only center we have in Namibia. We don't have another center in Namibia. It can be only done in Windhoek. And you have in there, you have to budget. Let me say you have to budget 3,600, because the TB test, it cost 2,500 the other 100 I earned for you to be 2,600 is for you to is for your transportation, because you don't just take this TB test in one place. And let me say this: the TB test, you don't just take it anywhere. They have their own specific clinic where to go take the TB test for UKVI. That's it, which is IOM. Okay, I think it's a IOM. It's like I don't know, immigration organization, something like that. Immigration organization, I don't know, something like that. I don't remember well. Okay, you should also don't come for me, please. Don't come for me. So I to go take your TB test, to if you to go book your TB test, you first go on Google's wall. You Google IOM in Namibia, it will appear. Then you book yourself. You get your cell phone number there. You get the email. Then you book yourself online. Once they approve your booking, they will send you the time, the availability time and date you're going to take your test. When you're going to take your test, it's not only take it in one place. You're going to take it in different place, because the place number one, you go to IOM where you're going to register and they put all your detail in your computer. Okay, you put your detail, everything. You should also have your passport. You cannot tell me that you do this but you don't have a passport with you already. Okay, they put all your detail. Then after that, they send you to Eros Mediclinic. Eros Mediclinic is where you're going to do your chest x-ray. Where you saw me on my video when I go to Eros Mediclinic to go do my chest x-ray, you guys. Then from Eros, you take your chest x-ray picture to what to Rhino Park. In Rhino Park is where their doctor who going to approve that, okay, your x-ray picture are clear, all right, are clear. You are ready to go for your certificate. Then after the doctor approve that, then the doctor send you back to IOM. That is, it's a cost, it's a transport. If you have a car, I do that while I was having my car, and it was not so expensive, because just put the small amount of money in your car, then you travel, you drive. But if you don't have a car, you use a transport to navigate. So you have to have enough transport money in your pocket. Okay, then after you done that, then you have to, then the second thing is a police clearance. Police clearance, you can do it to any police station branch. You can go to Vanahenda, you can go to Katutura, you can go to Ochomwise, you can go to town headquarters. Okay, head office. So that is in Windhoek. But if you are outside Windhoek, you can do to any police station where you are. All right. So it costs $100 Namibian. It costs 100 Namibian dollar, you guys. So, but it's not expensive though. Yeah. So, and it expired after 6 months. Same applies to the TB. It expired after 6 months as well. So after you do you now you have all the requirement in place: TB test, police clearance, English UKVI, certificate of nursing, and also uh, the the CV. You have all the requirement. Then you go to Google. You guys, Google is your best friend. Yes, I'm keep on telling you that Google is the only best friend that can direct you to anywhere you want to go. You go to Google, you can either apply direct to the company, or you can apply through agents. I tried direct to the company, and I have a lot of response from the company, but some of the response, they came late while I'm already dealing with MMA, so I could not go there. So I want to go through agents, because to go through agents there is a lot of benefit, because a lot of things you not do yourself, the agents will just help you to do everything. You get it? But if you apply direct to the company, you do most of the things by yourself. So you go to Google, you type, hey, UK healthcare assistance with tier 2 sponsorship, or UK senior carer with tier 2 sponsorship. Trust me, the company with their vacancy will come up on the list. Then you just apply. Okay, when you apply, you can also try agents. You can also go to Google again and type top 10 uh, agents that recruit healthcare assistants or senior care assistants or nurses from Africa. The list will show up, then you choose. There's a lot of list. I approach a lot of them. Here I approach Helping Hand, Working Force, and many more, but most of them they come to me, and even MMA came to me. Out of all those agents I approach, MMA is the one, they are the one who came first to me. The others, let me say, I first get a response from Workforce, but they were having a lot of requirement to be done. I needed to have such amount of money on my bank, blah 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 blah, but they were not to ask me to pay them money. So until MMA come through for me, when MMA come through, then we take it from there, because I was having all the requirement on place. I just send all my document to them, then we started take it from there. They look for me employer. They first interview me, then they look for me their employer. Their employer interview me. They were happy about my interview. Then they take me. Okay, then we started the process with MMA. All right, so to go to the UK is not something that difficult. It just needs you to have some money and your effort. That's it. All right, yeah, that is all I can say for now. um yeah, and one thing again I want to tell you guys, just know that don't approach anyone and tell a person that please help me get me a job in the UK. To tell you the truth, in this country there's no a back door. If you see a person get job in this country, that person fight fight for that. Like, you just try everything on your own. Let me see if my mic is still on. Ah, okay, it is still on. They You do everything on your own. No one help you. Not even one like give you a big door. You do everything on yourself. Okay? If you approach someone and you tell a person that help me, I can pay any amount of money, you expose yourself to scam. To scam. People can scam you. Eh? If I was a scam, I could scam a lot of people. But I don't want to do that, because if you hate people, it will come back to you. Why should I take any money from you? Use that money to go write your English test. Use that money to go pay your TB test. Use that money to apply. Use that money to call the agents. I call the agents. There are some company I even call direct from Namibia. I recharge like 100 Namibian dollar. I call them. They tell me, send your CV. I will send you this email so that you can send your CV. Do you get my point? You can do that. If I can do it, you can do it as well. Okay, I think this video get long, and you guys, if you have any question, just pop it up in the comment section, then I'll be back to you with another sit down video. I'll start to do this like here and there, not every time, here and there, so that you guys start to get what I'm trying to send out, like the message I'm trying to send out. All right, until next time, this was the Traveler Queen, and stay blessed. I love you. Bye bye.